Welcome. All right, and I need to share this on one more page and I'm gonna be ready. Thank y'all for joining. Okay. Bring your vibes. Hope y'all enjoy the vibes. All right, we got this started in just a second. All right, welcome y'all. Okay, so I wanted to come on here and talk about the moon in Virgo because I love when the moon is in Virgo. It's one of my favorite placements in my chart. It's the 9th house for me. I have Chiron there and I have my part of fortune there. And this is just like an amazing time to like expand on like the Virgo placements in your chart during the moon time. So this is going to teach you how to like follow the moon in your chart and follow what's happening in what house. And this will be like a foundation of learning like deeper astrology. And as we grow, we'll go deeper. But I do just want to start with Virgo because the moon is in Virgo tonight, so why not? And I love the energy of Virgo because it's like all about being organized and analyzing and just like, you know, the like getting into the details. That's what I really love about the Virgo energy. It's like it's all about getting into the depths, like the details, the little things that everybody else missed, like the secretary energy, which is not a bad thing because we always need somebody that's here to service and to help. Genuinely, I feel like those are some of the most like genuinely self-serving, like they'll service you, they'll help you, they show you love by what they'll do for you. It's my experience, but I do just kind of want to get into it like that. But let's start by what's y'all Virgo placements in your chart. It's important to know like where Virgo is for you. My Virgo being in my 9th house, which 9th house usually rules the area of Sagittarius. So like for me, the house 9 being Virgo on top of like Sag energy is like me expanding on learning how to analyze and not be so critical, because that's another thing about Virgo energy is that with the analyzation, the self-criticism and the self-judgment and like that type of energy can be like detrimental, like the overthinking things. And then when you do think about Virgo energy, you think about it being ruled by Mercury. So like when Mercury retrogrades, Virgo and Gemini like retrograde when it comes to like the mental area, because the Virgo is the analytics of the mind and the Gemini is like the lungs, the air that breathes that information out. And then the other aspect is that Virgo is opposite of Pisces, which is an opposition, which means that they are directly opposite. And I was just in the shower and I was thinking about that and I was like, wow, when you think about Virgo and you think about Pisces, Pisces rules like creativity, and then Virgo kind of goes into like the analytical mind, but together you can like really dominate things if you are able to ground in your spiritual energy, because Virgo is an earth energy. So it's like all about grounding, all about materials. So Virgo is like already mastered the Taurus energy. So if you don't know what the earth signs are Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. And so Capricorn is like the Virgo and the Taurus together. And the Virgo is the Taurus energy on top of each other. So it's like Virgo has mastered the material that the Taurus likes, to taste, to touch, to find things. Like Virgo loves to be organized. I've never met a Virgo that's not like OCD about something. It doesn't matter if it's like clothes, if it's like the way they like their hair, if it's like the way they like certain food not to touch. Like I have never met a Virgo that isn't OCD in some form or fashion. Like let me know if y'all have experienced that below, like the OCD-ness of just I don't like wrinkles in my clothes, or I'm not gonna wear that if it has a stain on it. Like that type of energy, like Virgo gives you that as well. Like you're gonna get that as well. But Virgo definitely is known for like dressing. Like even when you think about like celebrity Virgo energy, I don't really speak on the celebrities that much, but it's just like when you think about the Virgo energy, I'm gonna mention it. You think about the Beyonce, you think about the Michael Jackson, you think about that real perfection type energy. But a lot of people don't think about like what goes behind the Virgo mind. And it's really just an interesting perspective for me because both of my parents are Virgo. And the more that I study astrology and I learn like my placements that are in Virgo and how to utilize them to my benefit instead of my detriment, then it's like a whole shift in the energy now that I understand it on a deeper level. So I will go into like what this moon in Virgo is, and then we'll go into like some remedies and ways that you can assist yourself with your Virgo placement. And y'all can let me know if y'all have any questions, because I did kind of want to get into my placements first before we kind of get into that. So my Virgo placement in Chiron and my part of fortune, the part of fortune basically tells you a little bit about how you can make money, kind of similar to your Jupiter placement. And hey, love. I love my rising because I feel like it benefits me. So yeah, girl, the Virgo placement will benefit you. It's really a place of like your routine and like how you show up every day in the world. So it can also help you in like mastering yourself. Like you master your mind if you can master that Virgo placement. What is it? The 3, 6, 9, 12 in your chart. Like those open up doors. Like when you really think about astrology and the house system, each house is connected and you go from one room to the next. You go to each stage. So the stage that we're on is like the Libra stage, right? Because it's Libra season, but the seasons are shifting into Scorpio. The moon changes every 48 hours. And so it's really interesting on how that energy itself displays when the sun only changes the stage every 30 days. I hope y'all can pick up what I'm putting down because this is a little bit more advanced astrology. But I did want to come on here and kind of like, I want to go slow and I want to make sure it's like easy to digest. Because like once you can comprehend the basics of it, you can really learn how to master it. Because Virgo energy is like, I'm not going to say it's complex. I am going to say that it does require you to learn patience, because I do notice that a lot of earth signs lack patience. And it makes me think about like the Capricorn energy being ruled by like Saturn and time. And like earth signs don't really like time, wasting their time. Like they just rather be doing home, or they rather be organized and cleaning up, making money. Cause you know, like the earth is the sign of like money and materials. And you know, just like the details, like people miss the details quite often, and you will have a Virgo that'll come in and like, oh yeah, you missed this. This is where you got this from. Like my Virgo placements really helped me identify, and my Scorpio really helped me be like execution style accurate on certain things. So it's like once as you learn how to like strengthen those placements and not allow them to like self-sabotage you, then it assists you like so much more easier. It'll be so much more less resistance with the placements. And so when it comes to like my Chiron and Virgo, it's like about the mental part of wounding, like your mind being wounded. So like what is your Chiron placement? Chiron is rules like, what else does Chiron do? Chiron can really teach you how you can also help other people's heal other people's. I can't even talk right now. It can help you assist other people heal as well, because as you learn how to master your woundedness, then you teach others how to master their woundedness, whether you're doing it for fun or just for the people that you love or the people that are around you. Okay, where else I want to go with that? And the part of fortune, the Chiron. So for me specifically, the Virgo energy and the degree, because I also have Virgo degrees and I do want to touch on that as well. So in astrology, when you look at your chart, there are degrees next to each sign, and you want to pay attention to those degrees as well. So like Virgo is the number 6 in astrology. It also rules the 6th house. So you want to check your 6th house. You want to check your Virgo placement. You also want to check Mercury in your chart, because Virgo is ruled by Mercury. So Mercury can also tell you like how you're going to be communicating during a Virgo time. So for instance, for example, my Mercury is in Scorpio. So typically, I think more like an investigator. Today I can organize my thoughts in a better way because the moon is in Virgo, and I'm able to like slow it down and make it more receptive, if that makes sense. Because Virgo is very good at writing things out. My mom used to leave me. I was laughing with her the other day because like my Virgo mother would leave me to-do list on paper. Like she always wrote everything down like a check mark list. And I feel like that's a benefit of a Virgo, is like they're gonna make sure you got a to-do list of what they need you to do. They're gonna make sure you know what they want from you and what they need from you. And that's something that could work for anybody's benefit, is a to-do list, and learning how to be like just more organized overall in life. Getting that scheduler, getting that time together, getting that clock. Like Virgo, your Virgo placement and your chart can really like make or break you. Because like if you really think about it, your routine is your life. How do you get up and start your day? How are you starting your work day? Because that all goes in together when you come home and you end the day. How do you disconnect? You know, how do you ease your mind and relax your mind? Because those are things that you want to consider in your Virgo place, in your Virgo house. How can you learn how to be more patient and a little bit more relaxed in certain areas? What else? I really just want to focus on like my personal experience. I'm not even gonna go into like the other stuff. And I am gonna answer questions too if y'all have questions. What else did I want to hit on? Because this is going really interesting. Because I wanted to talk about how like the Virgo is the analytics, but then you think about the Pisces energy that is directly opposite of it, and it's about the mystics, the dreaminess, and the being able to materialize the dream. So like you can imagine things, dream it, but when you Virgo it, you organize and materialize. Ooh, I like that. You can organize things and it help you materialize them in a whole better, like in the next level. And so like with my part of fortune placement, what I've been noticing is the more that I get organized, the better that things have been getting around me. Because like your Virgo also rules the intestines. So your gut is a direct reflection of your mind, which I was kind of posting a little bit about that yesterday when I was talking about like the solar plexus and sacral chakra areas. You want to make sure that you keep a clear gut, and it helps your mind get clearer. It helps you be able to clear out brain fog and kind of get out of your head and get into this world a little bit better, because it's not always like it's not always a negative thing. I'm not going to say to overthink. It's not always a negative thing to analyze, but when you start to overanalyze and you continue to spiral and cycle down a path, that can be dangerous to your mental. And I think that like Virgo and Pisces are into the subconscious mind together, although that doesn't get talked about in that aspect. But I really believe that like Virgo is also like you needing to know how to speak nice to yourself, like that internal voice inside that you overanalyze and criticize yourself with, that voice that speaks to you not so nicely. I feel like that's that Virgo in your head. Like you got to learn how to master that voice that tells you, oh, you can't do this, oh, this can't be that, oh, your body doesn't look this great, oh, this ain't that. Like really learn how to get out of that and understand that you are worthy, you are deserving, you can have everything that you want. you need to learn how to accept yourself for the right here, right now. What else? What is Chiron? Oh yeah, because this Chiron isn't technically a house or a planet. I should have said that. Chiron and part of fortune are asteroids or other little I guess you could just call it an asteroid. That's the best way to put it. It's spelled Chiron, and it's similar to like a Lilith placement. That's just one of those like asteroids that's like has its own little story outside of itself. And it's actually a really interesting story because it is a story of the wounded healer that helps heal everybody else, but somehow doesn't find the ability to heal themselves. But it's really just based on your perspective, right? I believe that if you have the ability to heal others, you should have the ability to heal yourself and help yourself just as much. It just means that you need to make sure that you're reciprocating your energy and that you have even exchanges. And also, Virgo ruling the intestines mean that you shouldn't hold shit in, because literally you can be full of shit and it'll make you sick. You can be full of shit and it will make you sick. And Virgo, if you don't speak what's on your mind, it can make you sick, because that's literally how you start holding shit in. It's how you don't deal with shit. Also, Virgo is an earth sign, so it likes to be more logical than emotional. Virgo doesn't really like to deal with emotion. Emotions frustrate them because they can't compartmentalize. It's like, where in my brain do these emotions go? You know what I'm saying? And I noticed that, especially since my mama and my daddy are both Virgos. And I also learned that like some Virgo is a type of energy that like don't care about you touching them. That's Earth energy too. Like the Capricorn and the Virgo, like they don't give you the vibes that they just want to be touched, held, kissy, filly all the time. Yeah. Now, if they have other placements, that's different. Like Cancer, water sign placements, they gonna always want to touch, feel. They want to be in your body. Vibes. What else did I want to hit on? Let me check. I did kind of write some notes, but I wanted to make sure I went off the top of the dome. Criticizing, self-forgiveness. Virgo is definitely important to self-forgive. I do feel like Virgo is one of those energies that do like, that's similar to Capricorn in the instance where it takes on responsibility for other people's bullshit, and you got to be careful with that too. Like, you can't always feel like you're responsible for everything and everybody else. I feel like Virgo got to watch out for that. What else did I want to talk about? Bear with me. Oh yeah, perfection. Virgo is about perfection, but I do want to say that perfection can be paralyzing to Virgo. And I say that because like perfection can make you procrastinate. Wanting things to always be a certain kind of way every single time, and it doesn't always turn out that way. It can create like that frustration of not even wanting to do something. And you don't want to get in that space, because Virgo is a really creative energy. Like, you can really come up with some great ideas similar to Cancer. But Sagittarius, Gemini, Virgo, Pisces are mutable energy. And when you think about a mutable Virgo energy, it's being able to adapt and be a chameleon to any environment. And since Virgo rules the mind, you also have to be careful with the things that are being spoken. Like, watch your words, watch the spells that you speak over yourself. Don't say what you can't do. Just because you've analyzed the situation from one perspective doesn't mean that that's the only perspective. Like, sometimes you have to zoom out. And I feel like earth signs are so down to earth sometimes that you have to learn how to like come up sometime. Come up for some air, come up for some oxygen. come up for some understanding, come up for some self-forgiveness. You know, it's lighter up here. You can lighten your heart and it doesn't have to be so heavy. I actually can't even find what I needed to find. Oh yeah, earth signs do love to be like always doing something, always on the go. Being ruled by Mercury, Mercury is a really fast planet, so that makes sense because like Gemini is very fast too, like outside in the streets. So you meet Virgos like outside on the go. Like Virgos will be moving and grooving on your ass. But I think that's all I wanted to touch on for tonight. And I do want to pull a card because I got a new astrology oracle deck. So I'm going to do a Virgo moon reading. It's just going to be a one collective reading. I really like this deck. I have only read myself so far on this deck because I just got it. And we're gonna reset the vibe and cleanse the energy because I am gonna do this reading. But let me know if y'all have any questions about the Virgo energy in general that will help benefit everyone. Let's not get too specific, but really just check your like Virgo house, check your Virgo placements. You can remedy those placements. Pour some love and light into that area that you've been so dark at. Do some fucking shadow work. Hold yourself accountable. Okay, Virgo sun, Chiron and Virgo. Hey, Danielle. Welcome to the live, my love. Thank you for joining. Where's y'all Virgo placements at? What house is your Virgo in? My Virgo is in the 9th house. And I only have a part of fortune in Virgo and my Chiron. And then I don't have any planets in the 6th house. And my Mercury placement is in Scorpio. So like when you think about your Mercury placement being ruled by you know how the Virgo and the Gemini energy is ruled by Mercury, like you can still utilize that Mercury energy to your benefit, like the being able to analyze. So I take my Scorpio energy that's in Mercury and I've learned how to Virgo it. I've learned how to organize. I've learned how to analyze my Scorpio. So Scorpio likes to investigate. Scorpio likes astrology. Scorpio likes occult things. Scorpio likes diving deep. Scorpio likes, like, you know, talking about dark topics that everybody else doesn't, you know, find appropriate, air quotes. That's the type of things that I'll be discussing here. And so what I'm learning how to do is Virgo it, which is my part of fortune, is organize it and be able to present it as such in an easier way for you to be able to understand what I'm talking about. And that's really just how it works. Like, it doesn't have to be more complex than that. And that's really what I love about the way that I learn astrology, is that I'm learning how to make it as simple as I can make it. Like, astrology doesn't have to be complex. The deeper that you grow, the deeper that you'll know, and you just like know things. Like, I really haven't read one whole astrology book since I've studied astrology. I've taken 3 classes from 3 different astrologers over 2 years. You know, I decided to learn my own chart, and that's really how I'm able to come to you and talk about astrology. And that's what I want you to learn how to do, is to learn how to read your own chart. I want you to learn how to see that when the moon is in Virgo and your 9th house is in Virgo and it's going over your part of fortune and your Chiron, that you work on healing yourself, that you work on organizing yourself, that you work on expanding yourself, because mine is in the 9th house, right? So it's still Saggy, Virgo, mutable, transformational energy. And so you look at that house and you see how you can use that. just like my Mercury. So I'm able to come to y'all and talk to y'all tonight about occult-like topics. I hope y'all can pick up what I'm putting down, because that's basically like how I read astrology. You just basically like take some of those keywords of the energy and you make a nice little sandwich of it. But yeah, since the energy is cleansed, we're going to do a quick little card pull. I'll probably pull like 2 cards. And I'm going to head out for the night. And I really thank y'all for joining this live. And I plan on doing more lives. I do want to do another one on just like spiritual topics, because I got some stuff that I wanted to talk about, especially due to like we're going to be transitioning into Scorpio season. Jupiter is also retrograding in Pisces, and that is going to be some beautiful, magical, like wonderful energy that I cannot wait to talk about. So I just look forward to talking about more astrology and depth stuff. Welcome. Oh, here we go. The 5th house. OMG, this is back to what I was just talking about the other day when it comes to inner child healing and passion and doing things that you love. Oh, I just love the 5th house. The 5th house is ruled by Leo. And it's ruled by the house of fun. So y'all need to have some fun. Collective energy is given. Let's lighten the load. Let's have a little bit more fun. Let's pour into our passions. Let's organize our passions. Let's get into the things that are really making you happy, that are making you creative. Like, do you see how abundant this picture is? I want y'all to get into the details of this beautiful photograph. So the flowers are growing over. Do we look at this beautiful coloring in the background? Because life can be as beautiful and as colorful as you make it. You get to paint and create your own picture. And that's what's so beautiful about the 5th house of being passionate and being loving and being caring and having fun and having a healthy inner child. And I'll pull one more card because the overall energy is you're entering into new levels, showing up as your ascendant, which is really your true self. You're appearing as the self that you need to be. You are making your new arrival. Welcome. Welcome into the new world, because honestly, that's where we're heading. It's given what used to work no longer works here, and you have to let it go. You have to let it go so you can grow and you can step into where you need to go. And on top of that, I just love that this adds to the number 8, 3 plus 5, because I also pay attention to the numerology of the numbers too. And as we're going into Scorpio season, I love 8 energy because 8 is infinite. It's definite. It's a beautiful energy. Life can be colorful, beautiful, wonderful, magical if you allow it to be. And that's why I love oracle decks, is because the reading can be so much more deeper. Like the ascendant is really about how you're going to show up for yourself. How are you going to enter into the new levels, to your new breakthrough? Like all the things that you've learned up until this far, it's time to integrate it and really enter the world and show up as you. You know, the world has been waiting on you and your gifts. You are the creator of your own reality, Virgo. And I just love when the moon is in Virgo. Like, y'all, these cards are so amazing. I can't wait to do more readings with them. This is technically my first reading with these, besides the one I did for myself, of course. I'm always going to read myself with my cards before I ever read anyone else. But yeah. Be passionate. Find the things that you're passionate about. Find the things that your inner child loves to do. Did you used to love to write? Did you love to draw? Did you love to dance? Did you love to sing? Did you used to get in trouble for talking too damn much? Because I know I did, and now I get paid to talk. How ironic. It's really just about getting back into that. You know, getting back into how you entered. Yeah, this message is for whoever it resonates for. If y'all are loving the message, please share it with someone that needs it. But it's really just about you ascending. You know, this is your ascending. Look at how beautiful this is. I just can't stop looking at the imagery. It's just so colorful. It's connection. It's vibrant. It's the number 8. Like, I just really love the number 8, honestly, just the energy of it. Ascending and entering in. Well, I do thank y'all for joining, and I love y'all. And share this live with somebody that you love. And let me know if y'all have any questions. My mentorship is open. My readings are open. What else am I doing? Natal readings. I am doing astrology readings. So like if you want your natal chart read, or if you have questions about your natal chart, hit me up. I do oracle readings, and my self-love mentorship is open. And I actually am thinking about opening it up to the divine masculine, true divine masculine, not none of those weirdos, but people that really want to like be serious about their journey. Like, I'm at a place in my life now where I'm confident that my self-love program that I created is going to help out. And I've also created a Patreon account, so if y'all would like the information to the Patreon, let me know, and I will share that as well. But I truly appreciate y'all for joining this live, and I love y'all, and I'm going to post this on my YouTube so it can be replayed. Y'all have a good night.